it up. So you get to cast Omniscience for free, and that's fun.
There was a game that I was playing where I just blew up, and I had Omniscience out, and I had whenever a land comes into play, I draw a card, gain 1 life, and I had another card that all creature cards are forest lands in addition to their other types. So I'd cast a land, or I cast a creature without paying its mana cost. It's a land. Draw a card, creature, play it, draw it, play it, draw it, play it, draw it, play it.
That's gross.
It got to the point where I didn't have room for my board state.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
then the
crazy.
final.
It's crazy that you can. The ability activates any number of times.
Only for the flipping over.
For the
a
flipping.
Yeah.
But like, by turn 4, you should be able to go off pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. I think we are in fact live, everybody. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
That was a very reassuring hello.
Let's
randomize the players 3 times. That's 3 times seal. Of course, I'm last. It's
great
fine.
if I get to go first. If not, it's rigged. The shuffler's rigged.
Probably. It always ends with me last. It's how it is.
I do feel like you go last a lot.
I go last pretty much every single time. Like, no joke. I go last majority of our games. Ugh, it's fine. But anyway, we are live. We're back. It's been like a month since the last time we streamed, and it's good to be back. And on that note, Rugrat, go ahead and kick us off and introduce yourself. Turn 1. Tell us what you're playing.
I am playing Zamone Mystery Unraveler. It's a landfall precon. 2-card upgrades. Does pretty well on its own. For my turn 1, I will play a Drown Yard Temple, and I will pass.
All right, I will draw. I will play a Secluded Courtyard, and I will also pass.
What are you playing?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't do any of the things you asked me to do.
Do the things.
So I'm playing Aslask, the Swelling Scourge, which is also a precon. This is not a precon anymore. I edited the Eldrazi precon to be combat focused versus copying a bunch of spells and casting them over and over again. So I want to swing out with Annihilator and Indestructible to end the game, essentially.
Did your guys' screen go black for a minute, or
it did?
Just me?
Our SPKs went black for a second.
Oh, there we go. We're back. Everybody's back. Can everybody see?
All good here. Yep, I can see everybody.
Okay. Andy's and Rugrats are just black for like 30 seconds for me. So.
Alrighty. Yeah, our SPKs went black for like half a second for me. I was like, "What the heck?" And then all came back.
All right. My name's RSPK, Respica, or Re is just fine. I'm playing Dragonhawk, Fate's Tempest. It's a little bit of a dragon deck, but just sort of mono red goodness. And just FYI to viewers, I am using Pokemon energy as in place of basic mounts just for funsies, so come at me. Draw. And mountain and pass.
Cool. I am Deck Dojo. obviously, I will be drawing a card for my turn, and I will be playing Wyada, Trainer Prodigy. The entire goal is to have my creatures fight themselves to do a bunch of deals damage trigger effects that I can throw around at various targets. So we'll be testing it back out. We've had a few cards come into the game that I'm thinking about putting in, so I need to test and find the weaknesses. On that note, I will drop a Bountiful Promenade and pass the turn. Regret if you're talking. It's not coming through.
Can you hear me at all?
No, I can't.
Okay, there we go. Just gotta speak up a little bit louder. I will just play a Wandrix Campus. It enters tapped, and I will pass.
All right. I will draw for turn. I will play an Eye of Ugin as my land for turn. And then I will tap
You're not allowed to talk about
one
Fight Club. This is
to
correct.
cast.
Fight Club is an absolute secret. I won't tell them any more tricks. I promise.
Let's cast a Chittering Dispatcher, and then I will pass my turn. And Chittering Dispatcher says it's devoid, it's got Myriad, and whenever it leaves the battlefield, create a colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token with second and add colorless.
Okay. How's the music volume on the stream?
We draw for turn.
Too quiet, too loud?
Basic mountain. Pass.
Good, good, cool. All right. I need to unmute myself. I will draw. That's wonderful, actually. I will play a mountain. Tap 2 for a Farseek. I will go searching. While I search, I'll pass the turn. Hopefully find a Triumph. I don't know if I put a Triumph in this deck or not.
Draw. I will play a island, and I will tap for 3 totals to channel Greater Tanuki and search my library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield tapped, and I'll shuffle.
I don't think I put a Triumph in here. This is an F. Or did Jetmir Garden? Did you say you pass? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you did say pass. Okay, my bad.
All
right.
All you made. All you.
On tap, I'll keep draw. Play an Exotic Orchard for turn. And I will tap 1 to cast Glaring Fleshraker for its reduced cost. Whenever I cast a colorless, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn. And whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under my control, deals 1 damage to each opponent. And then I will tap another for my commander Azlask for its reduced cost. And whenever it or another colorless creature you control dies, I get an experience counter, and then I can pay Wooburg to give my Scions and Spawn Indestructible and Annihilator. I cast a colorless spell, so I get a spawn. And then when it enters the battlefield, everyone takes 1 damage.
Cool.
And then I will move to combat. I am going to swing at Rugrat. That puts a Myriad trigger on the stack, which swings at Dojo and RSPK as well, with a 2/3. Glaring Flesh Raker sees 2 creatures enter the battlefield, so everyone gets pinged for 2.
So 4 damage total my way.
No, 2 damage your way, Dojo, 2 damage RSPK, and 2 damage Rugrats.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, sorry, 4 damage total with the triggers. My bad. Sorry, Dojo.
Okay.
You're right.
You're good.
I can't do math.
Math is sucky. Nobody likes math.
Did you take 4, Rugrat?
Oh, no.
All
There we
right. And then that causes the Myriad triggers go away. That causes Chittering Dispatcher to trigger. Whenever he leaves the battlefield, I create 2 spawns, so 2 of those Myriad triggers goes away. So I get 2 spawn, which tings everyone for 2, and Aslas gets 2 experience counters. Going to my second main.
So like turn 3. Doing some serious
Yeah,
damage.
that's why I kept this hand. Oh, that's not one of those.
Sounds like when you take out that Myriad guy.
All right, I will with that pass the turn.
Dad, how we doing tonight? How's life?
Cool.
We excited to be playing Magic the Gathering?
Untap, upkeep, draw.
I don't know what to do about this Myriad guy. That's
Basic
what Tunes
Mountain.
playing. We love tunes.
Pass.
Oh. Well, already then. I'll untap and draw. That's cool. It's a good card. It's a great card, actually. I'll play a Plains. Shouldn't do that right now. No, I can't. Unfortunate. Okay. Let's tap 3 and we'll play Viata. 1/5 with haste. Can't really do a whole lot more than that right now, so I will E the T. What a pro play. How you doing? How's the life today?
Draw for turn.
Plot twist, I know who you are.
I will play a forest. And
You get a lot of lands going on up there.
I will tap for 5
Scared.
and play They Came from the Pipes.
They came from the pipes. That's a card.
Yeah. From Duskmorn.
When it enters the battlefield, I manifest Dread twice. And then whenever a face down permanent I control enters, I draw a card.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Put this face down. This into my graveyard. 1, 2. Put this face down. And this into my graveyard. And then I will draw 2. And then I will pass.
All right. Untap. Upkeep, draw.
I feel like I need to change up this overhead shot camera. It's not very sharp. Looks a little blurry.
I am gonna sack one of my spawns for a
Okay.
soul ring.
Gross. I don't think you need more mana.
Not really. Tap. What do I want to do?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tap. So I need 3. I'm gonna tap 3 for an Emrakrul's Hatcher. And it says whenever it enters the battlefield, put 3 colorless spawn onto the battlefield. So I create 4, which brings me to a total of 6 because of Glaring Flesh Ray. Oh wait, it's not a colorless spell. I lied. I'm cheating.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
So create 3. The spawn entering does does ding everyone for 3.
Correct.
And
Yeah, that thing needs to go away. Whatever you're pinging us with needs to cease.
I'm gonna tap.
Did my camera go away?
It did.
Your
I'm gonna
video
tap
is
1
Hmm.
and sacrifice 2 spawn. Oh, when I sacrifice the spawn earlier, Aslash should have gone up to 3, and then I sacrificed 2 more, so that puts him at 5 experience counters. Yeah. And then I'm going to cast Glimpse the Impossible. It says I exile the top 3 cards. I may play those this turn. At the beginning of my next end step, if any of them remain exiled, I create spawn based on the number of cards. When I exile them, does everyone get to see that?
Are they exiled face up or face down?
It
Yeah.
just says exile.
Then they're face up and we get to
Yeah.
see them.
Okay.
Give
So
us
I
that
exiled
information.
Withering, Chrysalis, an Ugin's Binding, and a Cosmic Predator.
I don't like any of those options. I won't lie to you.
Well,
I think
good news. I
PTSD from
can't
the
cast.
Chrysalis.
I can't cast any of them. So.
Oh.
Because I don't have the colored. I don't have the colored mana.
I'm
it.
happy to let those go to exile.
Yeah, to exile.
Personally.
Yeah, that's fair. Probably shouldn't have done that without any colored mana, but all right. So those are going to go to exile at the end of turn. I will play Urza's Workshop as my land for turn.
Valid.
And then all right, I am gonna swing Withering Dispatcher. Hold on, let me read what your commander does. If a creature being dealt damage causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control, triggers an additional time. Okay, so I'm gonna swing the actual copy at Rugrat, which will make 2 additional copies, pinging everyone for 2. Um,
What's its power and toughness?
2/3.
The cat is intruding.
It is.
I
She
double
likes to do
block
that.
it to kill it.
Oh, I didn't realize they blend in with your mat. I'm sorry. Can I change my attack to RSPK? I can't even see those on your camera.
They do blend in really well.
Yeah, I can't see those at all.
I'm okay with it.
I could take it. It was my mistake, but I should have been paying more attention to what he had on his field, so I'm okay with it dying, but
I'd rather see it die and you start
that's fine.
pinging us for 2.
That's fine.
Facts.
All right, so that will kill that. That will give me another experience counter. Are you taking 2, Dojo?
Alright, took 2.
Or okay. And you took 2 more from the other myriad trigger? Or are you blocking it?
It's a 2/3.
It's a 2/3.
I'm blocking it with a 1/5.
Okay. And
It's
everybody
blocked.
took 2 for the creatures coming in, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Okay.
couldn't block, so I took the 2 pings and I took 2 from the
Okay.
myriad creature.
All right. That'll give Aslask another 2 counters. And I get 3 more spawn because the actual one died as well, which is most unfortunate. I am gonna tap 1 and sacrifice 3 spawn to, which will take Aslax to 11.
That's disgusting.
I'm gonna cast Obtruse Archaic. It's got vigilance, and I can copy target activated triggered ability. That pings everyone for 1 again, creates me another spawn, and then I'll move to my end phase, and because the 3 cards were in exile, I'll get 3 more spawn. Up to 7. And that will be my turn.
You still have 40 life.
I do.
Yeesh.
I feel definitely that I'm public enemy number 1 for sure.
You're public enemy number 2 as well.
Fair
You're
enough. Fair
satisfying
enough.
all of the requirements for all of the enemies.
You passed, right?
I did. Sorry.
Alright. No problem. Untap, upkeep, draw.
You got red going on over there. Chaos Warp that Aslask.
Unfortunately, no chaos warp, otherwise I would have already done it.
The nice thing is, I keep all the experience counters.
Not nice at all. What are you talking about?
Nykthos Shrine to Nyx as my land for turn. Tap 4 for a Scepter of Eternal Glory, which is a mana rock that taps for 1 of any color, or if I have 3 mana, or I get 3 mana of 1 color if I have 3 or more lands with the same name.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's all I got. I pass turn to Dojo.
I'll untap. I'll draw. That's sick. I'm going to tap this plains for a soul ring. I'll tap the soul ring and 2 green for a Savala's Heart of the Wilds.
Very nice.
Then how many creatures you got over there, Andy?
Me?
Yeah.
1, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's disgusting. Cool. I'm going to tap 1 and play Blast Act.
Ah, great.
Holding
All right.
priority, I'm going to cast Flawless Maneuver on top of that.
All right. So that kills all my stuff.
Yep.
That gives me
And everything over here is indestructible. Ha ha ha.
7, 8, 9, 10 more experience counters. So I have a total of 21.
You know, I don't know what's worse. Experience counters or how much stuff you're creating.
Hey, at least you got rid of most of it.
True.
Yeah.
And I have almost an empty hand, so I'm not
I think
in a
that was
good
an
spot.
appropriate blast act. Early enough in the
No,
game
no,
where
you
things
did
can
it.
recover. It's not a crazy one. It's not end game blast act. Plus, all my stuff survives. This is a good day for me. And just to say hello to you, I'm gonna hit you for 1 commander, Andy, to get you off of the starting life total at least.
Only fair. Only fair.
Okay. With that, I will P the T. All you, Regret.
Ready. I draw for turn. I will
That was an appropriate blast act, if I do say so
tap
myself.
4
It needed to
and
happen.
bring out Zamon.
Plus, having freaking
And
Flawless
then
Maneuver in my hand.
I will play an island for turn. I will manifest Dread. I will put that face down. I will draw a card because they came from the pipes. And then I will tap 2 for an arcane signet.
We're mana rocking up in here.
And
Sorry,
I will
if
pass
before
after that.
you rocking. I just realized the
Nope.
music stopped.
Untap.
How dare you.
Upkeep draw.
I have yet to go below 7 cards in hand.
Must be a good thing.
I have 2 in hand, so that's wonderful. All right, I
Wish I could say the
will.
same. I got 3. Take any cards you give me though. So if you want to hand some over, I'm alright with that.
Thinking here.
Well, you can only cast 2 of those 3, and I don't think you want use of these 3 or these 4.
I'm scared now. Chat, how are we feeling about the music? Is it too loud? Turn it up a little bit so we vibe a little bit more. I'm worried it's drowning out their voice. You let me know. Tell me. Tell me.
I think I am going to tap 1, 2, 3.
Got some pretty nice bass lo-fi music. That's royalty
And
free.
cast Benthic Anomaly.
Take that.
When it comes in, I get to copy one of your creatures. And then I select unit tokens, copy its power is equal to the total power of those creatures. Toughness is equal to the total toughness. So
Ew.
I'll choose Savala and Simone. You don't have any creatures, right, RSPK?
That's correct. I got nothing.
Okay.
If you draw, first of all,
So it'll have toughness 6, power 5. Oh, I get a token copy. Oh, that's nice. So I still keep my creature. Cool.
Mhm.
So
you also get
I
a draw
know
off of Savala. Keep that in mind.
what?
I say you also get a draw off of Savala.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I'll draw a card off the Savala. So this is a 5/6. Unfortunately, not with haste. And does Savala see itself entering or no?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. You have
Alright.
7/8.
But I now have a Savala.
Yeah, but there's still a 7/8 on the battlefield.
Yeah. Each other. Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying.
Yep.
It only happens when I gotcha. That makes sense. And with that, I suppose I will pass the turn.
Guilty.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw.
I couldn't read my own card. I thought that the anomaly became a copy.
No.
I was like, why? This is bad. This is a 7-mana copy of creature spell, but you still get a 6/8 or 7/8.
Get a 7/8 in stuff.
Pass through combat, go to second main phase.
Oh.
Tap Scepter of Eternal Glory for 3 red. We'll tap 2 more energy for a total of 5. And I will cast my commander, Dragonhawk, Fate's Tempest.
Sweet.
5/5 bird dragon flying. When it enters or attacks, exile top X cards of your library, where X is the number of creatures I control with power 4 or greater. I only got 1. So we're going to exile the top.
Okay.
And I have a Reaver Cleaver.
Ooh, nice.
You may play those cards until your next end step. At the beginning of the next end step, Dragonhawk deals 2 damage to each opponent for each of those cards that are still exiled. So if I don't cast them, I ping everybody for 2 for each card.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. You can't cast it, so
Well,
unless you haven't played a land this turn.
I have not played a land. So
Damn it!
it!
I was like, that's great news for us. He doesn't get a Reaver Cleaver, but he does get a Reaver Cleaver.
You were baited into it.
I was like so excited. I was like, it's 3 mana. It's only got 2 up.
So we will cast the Reaver Cleaver, and that's all I got. You can pass after that.
I will untap. In my untap phase, I will then draw a card. Cool. I feel like I need red. Cool. I'm going to tap 2 green and Soul Ring to play Naiad, Dire of the Hunt. I will then tap Savala for 3 green. I will tap Wayada and have Wayada and Naiath fight each other. They'll bounce off of each other, but whenever one or more creatures you control fight or become blocked, draw a card. Wayada will double that, so I'll draw 2 cards.
Oh, that's snazzy.
Yep. Sweet. I still have 2 green floating. So I'll tap a red, and I'll play... Actually, I'll pay 2 red and then 2 green. And I'll play a Pyrohemia. At the end of each
nice.
turn, if no creatures are in play, sacrifice Pyrohemia. Pay 1 red, deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. I have no combats, so I will just go to end step and pass the turn. Dirty Fungus, I know, it's been a minute. I logged into Twitch and it said I haven't streamed in 1 month. Life just got in the way. But we're back now.
Okay.
We're having fun.
So
Got
I will
Wayada.
first
You built Storm.
play a land for turn.
Ooh,
I'll manifest dread.
okay. I'm a
I
little jealous.
will put that face down. That in my graveyard. And
I don't know if I can teach you a whole lot.
Then,
I haven't built Storm, nor have I played with it yet. I could just Moxfield it, I guess.
I will tap
I should
4.
probably build a Storm deck. Seeing how I'm rating her as my
For
number
Wilderness
1 commander
Reclamation.
for 2024.
Beginning of my end step, I untap all lands I control.
Spoiler for YouTube
And then
video,
I will tap
guess.
3 to Beast
I do want to build
within
Storms.
the Reaver Cleaver.
100% want to build Storm.
I don't
just
have any
don't
responses, so that happens,
them.
and I'll make a 3/3 beast.
I just don't
Sweet,
have
okay.
a Storm to build her. I might just proxy it at this point, because if you're going to make
And
cards inaccessible, I'm just going to proxy them.
I will go to end step
feel like
and
that's fair.
untap all my lands.
But yeah, wholeheartedly want to build Storm.
Draw.
1000%. I just wanted an actual physical copy, and it didn't get one. How much are they nowadays? Can't spell a Storm.
I'm gonna tap my Sylvala for 7. And then I'm gonna tap my Eye of Ugin to search my library for a colorless creature, reveal it, put it into my hand.
What's the full name of Storm? Storm Force of Nature. There we go. Rainbow foil. Let's get the fancy version. $55. Yeesh. That's painful. Honestly. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm grabbing something from my deck.
Sounds fun. I grab something too for free.
I'll allow it if you allow me. Tempt to
Everyone
agreed.
gets a free worldly tutor right now.
Yeah, everyone gets a free tutor. You get a tutor, and you get a tutor. So I am going to grab Spawn Bed Protector. It's an Eldrazi. At the beginning of my end step, I can return up to 1 target Eldrazi creature from my graveyard to my hand, and then create 2 Scions.
Should I make that as like a channel reward on Twitch? That would be sick, though.
If you watch Dojo, you get a one-time... Oh, that would be fun.
If somebody redeems it, and then everyone Worldly Tutors at the same time.
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I didn't realize this was not an actual rule in Yu-Gi-Oh, that you could just discard your hand once per game and draw a new number of cards. Like, I thought that was just a rule built in, so like my playgroup always just played with that. And then I will tap out to cast that. And is it?
Dirty. If
Oh
you
no, it
can you
doesn't
play
have
next
power and toughness.
the
greater than.
23rd. Can you play the 23rd?
And then, if nobody has any problems with that, I will move to end step.
I even know what you grab.
And
A spawn bed protector.
yeah.
Ooh, that's gross. Okay.
I'll grab. Oh, this goes to hand. My bad. I thought it went to the battlefield. I'm cheating again.
Thief.
Ooh. Gonna grab.
The reason why I asked if you can play the 23rd is because that's the day before my birthday, so I might do.
Oh, it's got to be an Eldrazi.
A bit of a special stream for that one.
It's not
We'll
just
see.
colorless. All right, so I'm gonna grab my glaring flesh raker from the graveyard, and then I create 2 scions, and that will be my turn.
Game is loud. Are you for the 23rd?
Untap, upkeep, draw.
23rd of December. I know it's the day before Christmas Eve. Pre-birthday stream.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
If
we
the
got
news is
8.
still out, also let me know. I'm kind of
Unless I play
experimenting with that
something.
right now.
Yeah, don't trick us playing your land in your second main again. That's akin to cheating.
Tap for 3. 4, 5. For 5, I will cast Neheb the Eternal. It's a 4/6 with a flick 3 zombie minotaur warrior. At the beginning of my post-combat main
That's fair.
phase, I add a red for each 1 life my opponents have lost this turn.
Gross.
Uh-oh. Don't let...
All right, dice.
we need
He's
more
gotten
dice.
ahead.
Yeah, I was
You
supposed
said
to
what?
don't let... We need more dicey that.
Spend 3 and a 4th mana for a Sunspine Lynx.
So you play your ancient.
Elemental Cat, 5/4. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. When it enters, deals
Go
damage to
something.
each player
Go
equal to the
something.
number of non-basic lands that player controls.
I'm gonna
So-
tap for 3, and I'm gonna counterspell that.
Sounds good.
Sitting
That
over
gets
there
countered.
in that little mess.
So you'd make like 150 mana in your second main.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go to combat.
I appreciate that
And-
counterspell.
Let's see.
Yeah, it was a well-timed counterspell.
I was gonna save it for Azalask, but
So Rugrat has 2 2/2s and the commander. And Zamona's a 3. Okay. So I will go to declare attackers. I'm gonna keep the beast back, I think.
Oh shit!
Actually,
Cat, stay off my stuff.
I will send
Sabotage him. Do it.
I will send the beast at Dojo, which is just a 3/3. I will send a flying 5/5 Dragonhawk at Andy.
Okay.
And let's see, Rugrat, you only have 3 creatures, correct? Up right
Yeah.
now, right? Okay, just making
Yeah.
sure I was counting that right. And then Rugrat, you have the 4/6 Afflict 3 Neheb.
What's afflict?
Afflict is whenever this
You
creature
block it, it
becomes
still does
blocked,
damage.
defending player loses 3 life. So if you block this at all, you'll lose 3 life.
But if you kill Neheb, then he doesn't get any triggers at the second main.
I think I might have miscounted how much power your board has, but yeah, I miscounted. Oh well.
I was about to say. Y'all keep swinging into like the most blocker capable person.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's because no one can see his gosh darn cards.
I just miscounted. I just miscounted. For some reason, I thought he was aiming for 5 instead of for 6. So that's just my bad. I'd take it back if I could, but Andy didn't take his back, so that's fine. Oh, on attack, I get a trigger from Dragonhawk where I exile 2 cards. Because I have 2 creatures power 4 or greater. And it is a delayed blast fireball and a Neheb Dreadhorde champion.
How many Nehebs you got in this deck? Tell me the
Just
truth.
2.
Okay.
2.
We
We go to blocks.
I took it.
You took it? Okay.
Yeah.
No!
So yeah, Doja, you got a 3/3, and then a flying 5/5.
Why?
At Andy.
Why? I took my 5.
I took my 3.
These 2 face downs are very important to me.
Oh.
Yeah, but he can just delay blast fireball us now for 15.
Oh.
Yeah. Neheb gives him mana based on the life we lost. So we all lose life. How much life would we lose if he doesn't block that?
Well, 5.
So I
8,
lost 5.
12. So I will gain 12 mana.
You'll get 12 red mana if you don't block that. So he may not delayed blast fireball,
Yeah,
but now you've told them that they're important.
I'll block it with a 2/2.
No, he's still gonna get it.
You have to kill
Neheb
in order for, so basically you have to sacrifice all 3 of your creatures.
Yeah, so because if you block it, you still take 3 damage, and he still gets it.
Yeah.
So if it's not dead, you have it's up to you if they're important to you, but he can just fireball them too, because they're 2/2s currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to 3 block. I can kill both of the face down creatures, or I can kill your commander. If you block with all 3, which
I'll block with all 3.
Okay. You're still gonna take 3 from the afflict 3, but I won't get the mana. And I will decide for both of your face down creatures to die. I'm gonna designate my damage for 2 to each of those. So Neheb will die. And yeah, we go to post-combat main phase. I don't get a boatload of mana.
Thank God.
And I don't have any mana to cast these 2 things. So we go to end step, and I get a delayed trigger. Each of you is going to take 4 damage, because both of these are still in exile.
Rugrat, I've played against Dice. I don't know if you've played with Dice, but he plays Neheb, and turn 3 he makes 20 mana, and then casts 4 dragons, and it's GG's unless you got the answer for it. I'm not trying to tell you how to play your game, but that is a dangerous card to be on his board, and if we get to take it out because of a miscounting mistake, it's well worth it.
Well, counterpoint, I'm not Dice. I do not build good decks. But I don't know.
Reaver Cleaver's a pretty darn good card, and
knowing me, I'd hold it by the wrong end of the axe. Yeah, I passed.
I'm not saying you're Dice. I'm just saying I've seen what anybody can do with 20 mana at the second main. Especially mono red. Mono red's Wild.
It's unfortunate that I have to do this again.
Oh, board wipe.
No.
Phew.
I need access to more things.
I was gonna cry.
I'm gonna tap a green. Tap Wayada. I'm gonna have these two fight each other again and draw 2 cards.
Sounds like a reasonable decision.
Okay, that's better. I will play a forest per turn. Oh, can I can swing, but I don't have any blockers. What do you have up over there, Andy? A 6/8? That's gross.
I have a 6/8, a 7/8, a 5/6 Sylvala tapped, and 2 Scions.
That's gross. Like in general. Might as well get this out now, I guess. Red. Green. Sucks, I have to tap a Soul Ring for this. I'll play Rhythm of the Wild.
That's a good card. I've got 14 counter spells in this deck, Dojo. You're very lucky.
I'm glad I'm lucky.
No, I'm kidding. There's no counter spells in my Eldrazi deck.
I think I'll just pass the turn. From there.
E the T.
E the T.
I'm gonna draw. Play forest. Manifest red.
Red that manifest.
And then I will. Yeah. I will tap for 6.
Oof.
Okay.
To play Thunderfoot Baloth.
What do you do?
I control my commander. As long as I control my commander, Thunderfoot Baloth gets +2/+2, and other creatures I control get +2/+2 and have trample.
Oh, snazzy.
And then I'm going to tap 3 more
Big.
to Cackling Counterpart it. I'm going to copy it.
That's nice.
Okay. Fun. Things just got big. Go ahead and take out Andy if you want to.
If I had haste, I would.
Those 7/8 and 6/8 over there. Looking
So,
spicy.
dice.
Dice is not here right now.
So everything's got +4/+4. And then this is a 5/5. So I've got 2 9/9s, a 6/6, and a 7/7. Not pass.
Right. Untap.
Fungus, I do not know, honestly.
draw.
Depends how long this game goes. Is what it's going to boil down to if they can play the second game after. Oh, we're not done yet. It's up to if they can play a second game. If they can play a second game, we're going to play a second game.
No,
I just don't know yet. We're mid game 1 right now.
Let me just tell you. Alright. I will.
But if one drops, then we can get the
for
other. I'll let you know.
7
100%.
again.
I'll just ping in the Discord if worse comes to worse.
Floating 1. I'm
I
gonna
also
cast
think
Titan
Metal
of
wants to play
Lithjara.
too.
Any responses?
What did you do? I wasn't paying attention.
Titan of
Casting
Lithjara.
Titan of Lithjara.
Oh,
Gonna
this is the
draw a
card you were
bunch.
talking about.
It is the card I was talking about.
Gonna draw 5, discard 1 off of that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
I can't stop it.
So when it enters, I'll choose Eldrazi, which draws 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. I will tap 1,
What do you tell?
the Secluded Courtyard, to play an Eldrazi Displacer. It says,
That's useful.
yeah, that was my thought.
You could get rid of the bail-offs, the token bail-off if you really needed to.
The token, oh. Does it not come back?
Once the token gets exiled, it poof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can get
Well,
rid of the
that's
normal
easy.
one.
But then it'll just come back.
Or you could zap my beast.
You could zap anything.
I am going to play land for turn.
Okay.
Ugin's Labyrinth.
Sleepy.
In Ugin's Labyrinth. I don't have a card to exile with mana 7 or greater, unfortunately.
Do you really need that extra colorless?
What extra colorless?
From Ugin's
Oh, yeah. No, I suppose I don't, Dojo. I should have done this in a different order. One more. Yeah, I'll tap one more to play my Glaring Flesh Raker.
You're getting a lot of big things in here. Give me these ping damage cards.
Yeah, the ping is nice on that one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I want to do.
Just pass the turn.
Dojo's like, pass the turn, pass the turn.
He said twice. It's Dojo's turn.
No, Dojo said that. I didn't say that.
You did say pass the turn twice after that.
Oh, I did. I did actually say that, but
If this was in fact a tournament, you would be kind of asshole.
5 for my commander.
I just realized.
Oh,
I put
judge
the
for delayed
bottom
turn.
three.
Sorry, I've got a lot I can do, unfortunately. Well, fortunately and I suppose unfortunately. So I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3. Well, no, I guess I don't need to tap that one because I still have a colorless floating from Silvala because it was 7 and that was 6. So 1, 2 for my commander. And then that will give me a spawn. And then ping everybody for 1.
Do you Wooberg yet or no?
I don't have Wooberg yet.
That's good news, I guess.
Good news. Great news. And then I suppose with that I will pass my turn. If I draw in my end step after
Yes.
I've gone past discard, do I have to discard or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I'll pass my turn.
Yeah, your discarding is the last thing you do.
Okay. Well, I'll pass the turn then. That'll trigger my spawn bed protector. I can return an Eldrazi to my hand, which will be the Emrakul Hatcher. And then I create 2 more Scions.
And we get pinged for 2.
And you get pinged for 2, yes.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Sorry that took so long. It's hard when you have a lot of cards in hand you can do stuff with.
E4. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. For 6, I cast a Hellkite Tyrant.
Okay.
6/5 dragon, flying trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I gain control of all artifacts that player controls. At the beginning of my upkeep, if I control 20 more artifacts, you win the game.
Cool. In response,
Good thing these aren't Eldrazi artifact.
Yep.
I'm gonna tap 2, and I'm gonna play an Archivist of Ogama. Yeah. And
Sweet.
I will maintain priority and cast a Worldly Tutor, so I can just get this out of the way.
In response.
Also,
Well, Rugrat would be first.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Rugrat.
also response. I'm gonna tap 5 to flip this over.
In response to what?
Well, I can flip over a face down creature at any time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Okay, that's nice.
Alright, sacrifice until end of turn. Face up, non-token creatures you control gain. When this creature dies, manifest top card of your library. Okay, cool. And then Andy.
I'm going to kill off 3 of my Scions to activate Eldrazi Displacer, flickering my Titan of Littjara, which draws me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards.
It won't count itself. Just making sure you didn't accidentally count Titan itself.
Why?
For you draw
Oh,
cards for each
because
other.
it. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, it counts as. Okay.
What you discarding?
I don't have to discard.
You don't?
No, because it's someone else's turn. I don't have to discard till the end of my turn.
Whenever Titan enters battlefield attack, draw a card for each
Oh,
other.
discard a card. Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. You're right.
All good.
I was thinking like discard to hand size. I was like, I don't have to do.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I was like, that would
be
be
a shame.
terrible. That would be a shame. Discard.
Oh, Dojo, what do you wordly tutor for?
I am still deciding currently.
Garetiller.
Oh, okay. Scared Tiller got discard. Okay. I don't. All right. Go to combat. Send a flying 5/5. Between Rugrat and Andy, I think I'm dead, but I guess I just gotta smack somebody anyway. Andy, do you have any reach?
No, I don't have any reach.
But do you have access to 3 mana, including a colorless and a white?
Yes.
Okay. Rugrat,
Yeah,
I'm
so
coming
I
at you.
could just exile when you attack.
So
Yeah.
Rugrat, I'm coming at you in the air for 5. I do get an attack trigger once I declare attackers. So I have Hellkite Tyrant and my commander. So for 2. And the 2 cards are a Bloodsworn Steward and a Thran Dynamo.
Take that ramp.
Alright, I see you deducted the damage, so we'll go ahead and go to a second main phase where I decide if I want to cast these cards. Play an energy, or sorry, basic mountain, I swear.
Those do look cool as mountains. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna grab a Silverclad for Asadon.
I'll tap Nykthos for 4 red mana.
If you find cards old enough, technically you could have Pokemon energy cards that are made by Wizards of the Coast.
That's true.
Kinda hate doing this, but we'll spend 2 of the red mana for a Thought Vessel from our hand. And then we're going to spend the rest on the Bloodsworn Steward. Because if I cast the Thran Dynamo, I wouldn't have had enough red sources overall to be able to cast the Bloodsworn afterwards. Alright, Bloodsworn Steward is a Vampire Knight 4/4 with flying. Commander creatures you control get +2/+2 and have haste. And I got nothing else, so I moved to end step Thran Dynamo is going to get exiled, and all my opponents are going to take 2 damage. That's all I got. I'm going to pass to Dojo.
I will untap. I will draw my card. I will tap a green to have Wayata and Naya fight each other again. Drawing 2. That's actually crazy. Open up panel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No.
Oh, I forgot to create my scions, I think. Oh well.
We'll play a Needle Verge Pathway. Spelling turn. Let's have Savala. Well, let's tap a green for that. Green, Savala for 3 red. Yeah, 3 red. Uh, I will cast a Silver Clad for Acidon. I will give it haste. Thanks to Rhythm of the Wild.
Silverclad for Asadon's Chad.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, do I need to give it haste? Let's think about this for a second. I don't think I do. Because you guys all have big stuff no matter what. Yeah, no, I'll just give it a +1/+1. I take that. Where are my big dice? Here's my big dice. Doesn't need haste. Boom. I don't have really any attacks, so I'll pass the turn.
Draw. Oh, why can't I have stuff that gives me haste?
Sorry.
Oh, I might have accidentally not deducted life. How many of those scions came in? Did we get extra pings or?
I didn't. I missed my trigger, so
Okay,
you're
okay.
good. I'm
Go
just
ahead.
not going to take it. It's not
Missed
fair.
triggers. Missed triggers.
I will say though, I did not think with 2 cards in hand and no board, I was going to be able to get back to this spot. I thought the Blasphemous Act was dead because I was dead in hand with the Dojo's Blasphemous Act.
I try my best.
Play a land for turn. I'm gonna manifest red. I will. Put that face down. that in my graveyard. And then I'll draw a card. And tap 7. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tap 7. I'm going to flashback tackling counterpart. And I'm going to copy Thunderfoot Beloff again.
Oh, delightful.
So I will.
In response to that, I'm gonna tap 1 red, activating Pyrrhemia, dealing 1 damage to each creature and each player.
Okay.
When that happens, Solar Clad Pharasodon is going to be dealt damage.
Correct.
It will trigger. Each opponent will sacrifice a permanent. Wayada.
In response.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap 1, 2, and sacrifice my Scion and Spawn.
Your Scion, is this before or in response to the Pyrrhemia activation? So spawns will be dead.
In response to the Pyrrhemia.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast a Chroma's Will.
So you're phasing out.
What?
No.
No. Everything of mine gets indestructible, lifelink, vigilance, protection from all colors.
Okay. Until your turn.
Until end of turn.
Until end of turn. Okay.
That will stop the Pyrrhemia damage.
We're on Rugrat turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. The square was around the wrong person.
That's fine. Your Scions and stuff won't die. But Silverclad Pharasodon will still trigger. Each opponent will sacrifice a permanent. And then Wayada will trigger off of that, doubling it, so each opponent sacrifices 2 permanents.
That's true.
Which will get around a Chrome as well, because it's a sack effect.
Even though I have protection?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can't be targeted with the...
It's not targeting anything.
No, it's not targeting my creatures. Okay.
It says each opponent sacrifices a permanent, so it's broad in general. It's not a target.
I'll sack as last. And... Oh, it's a permanent? It doesn't have to be...
It can be a land.
It can be a land.
Okay.
Which is great for the landfall player, because they have mass amounts of land.
I'm gonna take that back then. I'm not gonna say... I thought you said a creature.
Nope, permanent.
I'm gonna sack... Still gonna sack...
No, I need my land. I'll get rid of my enchantments.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time here because I just
slowing you guys down. You guys got some really big creatures over there. All of you do.
And my Benthic.
I'm gonna sacrifice a Thought Vessel and my commander.
That's all I got.
Back to you, Rugrat.
Yeah. So your copy now resolves.
All right. And then I will tap 2 for Growing Dread. I'll manifest Dread.
Dojo, did you take damage too? I didn't check.
What am I taking damage from?
Pyrrhemia.
Oh, it is each player. Yeah. My bad. I thought I clicked it.
All good.
All right. I will fudge.
Sometimes I feel bad about playing Ironclad or Silverclad.
So to
It's very
clarify, I
impressive.
have 3 copies of Thunderfoot Beloth.
Very
Everything's
impressive.
got +6/+6 and trample. I was gonna swing all of this out at Mandy, but
I mean, you're welcome to. I'd like that.
I won't connect.
I should have let you swing and then cast it. But
Yeah,
it is what it
that's
is.
unfortunate. So 9, 12, 10, 11, 11. So yeah, I'll do that. So I will divide 21 trample at
Oh, you already said Andy. It's too late.
um risk and 9, 11, so 20 at Dojo.
Okay.
So I have 21 trample coming at me, and Dojo has 20
20.
trample.
I should
Yeah.
also say that I can activate Pyrrhemia again. Let's keep that in mind here. I don't really want. What are the size of these creatures?
11, 11,
Ew.
9, 9, and then for risk it's 10, 10, 11, 11.
I feel like I have to do this.
I have no responses before declaring blockers.
I unfortunately can't stop that. So I think I am just going to activate Pyrrhemia again in response. Silverclad will do the triggers and stuff like that.
All right, so
So do we
everybody
all
and
lose
every
one?
creature takes 1.
Yes.
Okay.
So those face down creatures are dead from Rugrat.
So, quick
My
question. When
Golem
mine
is
are
dead.
dealt damage, I gain life, don't I?
Did you still cast Chroma's Will? Oh,
I
wait.
cast it in response to the trigger of Dojo.
No, they don't gain life because they're not dealing damage with
Oh,
lifelink.
okay.
They're
It's
not
not
like
when they're
fighting.
dealt damage.
No.
Okay.
This
But
one triggered once. This one hadn't been hit by the
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Then we do Silverclad's activations. Everybody
everybody
sacks
sacrifice.
2 permanents. So you have a 9/9, right?
A 9, yeah, a 9, 9, and 11/11.
Okay, so the 9/9 would
Protection.
be a 9/7. Thanks to the damage that's been dealt this turn. So I will block the 9/7 with a Silverclad Pharazodon. So we'll trade there. You will trample over with 2 damage.
Does that mean we have to sack again?
Yes.
Gross.
I will get rid of my third
Do we have
copy.
to sack 2, Dojo, or not this time because it's not your trigger?
It's still my trigger. Wyada is doubling. Anytime this is dealt damage, Wyada doubles the trigger effect.
Do we gotta sacrifice 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Gross.
I'm going to throw Hellkite Tyrant and Beast in front of Whisper Word. No. How much? Thunderfoot Bailoff has already taken 2 instances of 1 damage.
Yeah.
And it's how big is it? You said it's an 11/11.
Yeah. So it's a 9/9.
Okay, I will throw both of these in front of the Thunderfoot Bailoff then, because they do together 9 damage.
Okay.
So both of mine will die. You lose a Bailoff. I will then have to sacrifice 2 things.
Oh. So what am I, 13? Is that right? It's an 11? 11 is the other thing that coming at me?
Yeah.
And I need to. I forgot to add up how much toughness these 2 had. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I still take 3 damage from the Bailoff. And how big was the other one? It was a 9/9, right?
Yeah.
Or 10/10, 9. So that puts me at 7.
I'm gonna change one of my sacrifices to Spawn Bed. Miscounted my man.
And
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm gonna get a land next turn.
Man, that was a bloody turn.
It
That
Yeah.
was a bloody turn.
That was the goal. That was the goal of Silverclad for Acidon. I'm now at 1 life. Which Andy could just do to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna play a gemstone for turn. Oh wait, no, I need that. Hold on.
I was really hoping to survive longer than that.
I'm gonna tap my Sylvala for 6 and floating 1 colorless. I'm gonna activate Eye of Ugin to search for a colorless. Right? Yes, floating 1. Okay. I was like, did I miscount again? Where are you, creature? All right, I'm going to grab an Eternal Scourge and put everyone out of their misery. Hopefully.
Sure about that?
I hope so. Dojo, you're probably going to die.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. This has 3 mining counters on it.
Somehow he sacks 5 lands and gains 5 life.
That's true. He could do that. I'm going to tap 1, 2, and with the floating colorless, cast Food Chain. And then with the final mana, I'm going to cast my Eternal Scourge, which will ping Dojo for 1.
In response, I'm going to activate Pyromania and take myself out. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'll take 1 then.
Everyone takes 1. It's my final goodbye.
Um,
It's probably for the best. I had Needletooth Raptor and Apex Altasaur in my hand for next turn.
Oh, I knew you were getting close with the win. I was like, that's why I cast the protection spell, is I needed one more turn to do what I was gonna do. So I will then present a loop where I sack and recast Eternal Scourge. The amount of times required to ping you all to death with Glaring Flesh Raker.
Okay. Does anybody have any instant interaction to get rid of the pinger?
No.
Nope, I don't either. That's GG for me.
Jeez. Good game. This
Good
deck
game.
needs to speed up. I felt like I was going so slow.
Dojo,
If
I felt like your deck was the perfect speed for casual because I did not take you seriously until your last turn. Like I feel you easily could have won that game given one more turn. Like if
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have the win, you would have won probably. Especially with the sack thing. The sack thing is like really rough because I had not enough like scions and scourges to make that null and void.
Yeah, my other
If I
option
had-
was good.
if I had the mana my second to last turn, I would have cast World Spine Worm and copied that, and then oh yeah.
Yeah. The other option was grabbing the Empire guy that whenever it ETBs I can search for dinosaur and then casting Polyraptor. And then just making an infinite amount of Polyraptors. But I don't do that unless I have the destroy spell in my hand because
Then the game just
it's
ends in a
bricks.
draw.
It just bricks.
Uh-huh.
Bricks the entire game. So it can never stop. Because Polyraptor just goes infinite in the wrong way possible.
Yeah, Polyraptor's a combo that it's like you need a lot more pieces for it there.
Mm-hmm. It's also scary. You could mess up very easily and just make the game unfun.
Yeah, the
by
couple of
trying.
things I have in this is like I don't love infinite combos, but if it's flavorful, like Eldrazi's whatever, because it's an Eldrazi, I was like, I don't feel bad dropping a food chain into a Wooburg Eldrazi deck. And then the Basking Brood Scales one too.
Yeah. Are we feeling a second game or
I'm
what's the
down.
verdict here?
I'm down.
We're all down for a second game?
Give me just a sec.
Let me switch
Let's
decks
see.
though.
I'm gonna play Glarb. Play
I
Glarb with
want to switch decks, but I also kind of want to play that again.
Iffy. The deck I play with Iffy and Magicon.
Trying to think what I should switch to.
Hey, we're between games. Is it cool if maybe I do a quick call with the wifey because she's away with the baby. So I was hoping to get a quick call in with her before she goes to bed, but maybe 10 minutes. Is that cool with everyone?
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yep,
Yeah.
sure.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, perfect. All right, I will be back then in
Okay.
a short moment.
Sounds good. I'm gonna shuffle. We're gonna talk about Magic. Probably won't miss a whole lot unless we go off on a wild tangent.
Mothman or Nageth-Rod?
Huh?
The Wise Mothman or Captain Nageth-Rod?
That's not what I heard. I heard the Boss Man or Negefrod, and I was like, "Who's the Boss Man?" I'm gonna pick the Wise Mothman regardless because it's the Mothman. That's it. That's my whole argument. It's the Mothman. He does moth things.
You know, I'm genuinely disappointed they didn't do like a lamp artifact card that just gave +1/+1 or something as a joke.
Or just like a rad counter thing where you get a rad counter because just from looking at it there was an opportunity there. There was, but oh, in the background. I'm gonna give him a quick interrupt.
Mhm.
So you can have this conversation in private. Oh, so I don't know if you're hearing this, but whenever you come back, you are on server mute. Just so you know, for safety reasons, your conversation doesn't become public.
So he doesn't accidentally dox himself.
Yeah, that's facts. I don't want to dox myself. I go through great lengths not to dox myself. And sometimes I just almost accidentally dox myself. What's your favorite commander?
My favorite commander is
Pet deck status commander.
I haven't gotten it, but what was it? I've played against it a couple times, and it's a really easy commander build. It's white, red, green.
Okay.
No, it's blue, green, black. It's the Slimer and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Okay.
Here I can pull up my binder real quick. It's from the Secret Lair Ghostbusters Slimer or Slime set.
What's the name of it?
Slimer and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I'll look it up on TCG Player. Oh, it's Yorgo Matani. I see.
Yeah.
That looks cool. I should get that copy for my Slime Button Squee deck.
Yeah.
Sick. Actually, I'm actually probably gonna order that. 18.6 is just crazy.
I wanted to build something out of all of the beholders, out of the beholder D&D set, but I couldn't think of anything other than like a Ruberg deck. Put it all in.
What about you, RSBK? Favorite commander?
That's very difficult. I guess I would just say Decon Blackblade. I don't really know
Okay.
why. I would say Noyan Dar, but I have a frustrating past with Noyan Dar. So
That's not
first
all
commander
pet decks,
deck,
though.
but just constant struggle to make it work in my pod.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But pet deck status is the fact that you keep trying to make it work. So you don't want to give
Yeah.
up on that deck. That's how I felt about Slimefoot and Squee when I first built it. Now that thing's an engine. It purrs.
The deck that got me into Magic was Captain Agethrod, and it was in between the Wilds of Eldraine fairy deck or Demir Horror Mill Tribal. and everybody told me to buy that one instead of the fairy deck.
I need to refresh my memory what that is. Captain.
Captain of Gethrod, horrors I control gain menace. Whenever a horror I control deals combat damage to a player, that player mills that many cards, and then at my end step, I can take a creature card or an artifact from the cards milled this turn.
Wow, that thing's $4. Almost $5. Crazy.
But the deck is 150.
Huh? Oh, didn't know that.
It shot up when Duskmorn came out, I believe.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. This is a horror, and it's mill. Yeah, that makes sense. My dog is pissed. I don't know what her problem
What's
is.
up?
What?
What? Something about a dog?
Yeah, my dog's pissed. She's just mad. I can hear her and my girlfriend arguing in the living room.
Does the dog have a case though?
I don't know what the argument's about. I just hear whines and barks. It's getting louder. Now she's growling and barking. This is a heated argument right now. Can you guys hear this? Probably not.
I can't.
I don't know if you've heard about it, Dojo, but there's a very broken mechanic with Mothman and Mesmer Orb.
I believe I'm aware of it.
Each tapped permanent is a sequence of mill, and so if like 18 lands are tapped, that's 18 triggers for Mothman potentially. If every card of that 18 is a non-land permanent.
Whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that permanent's controller mills a card. Oof. Yeah, that'd be annoying.
Yeah.
I can see that being very annoying. Suddenly, I'm gonna go find Mesmer Orb and put it in my deck. I think this is doable. I think this is a keepable hand. In a way.
It's not keepable.
Do I want to keep it as the question? So right now I got a substantial amount of time, right? I can just keep going until I get a good hand. You have infinite mulligans on my live stream. 'Tis the rule.
You know what? I think I'm gonna play my bad deck.
Your bad deck?
It's a deck I recently made that I've just been constantly losing with, and it'd be cool if I got a win with it, but
What's the commander?
Auntie Blight.
Auntie Blight. I'm unfamiliar with that mojo.
That is completely understandable. That's the correct thing to say because a lot of people don't play her.
Wait, is that from Fallout?
No, it's from one of the jump starts. One moment, I'll put the card up. Oh wait, I picked the wrong deck because I can't see colors. I can, but like I have like a reddish pink deck case that has the deck in, and then I have a clear deck case with red sleeves, so I got confused. Okay, found the deck.
I can't friggin' type. Anti-Blight
That work?
bad influence. Oh, it's a tiny little demon thingy.
Yep.
Okay, I remember
Yeah.
that card. Okay. Whenever a source you control deals damage to you, put a +1/+1 counter on Anti-Blight. Remove X +1/+1 counters. Deals X damage to any target. Are you just gonna hit us in the face for a bunch of damage?
Maybe one at a time over 3 turns.
Mono red Baron.
Actually, that doesn't even work over 3 turns because you have to build her up again because you get rid of the counters when you fire it off. So pretty telegraphed.
Okay, this is a reasonable hand. This is okay, I think. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still arguing with Glarb. Glarb doesn't work as fast as I want it to, but making Mutate
should
go
pay him
faster
more.
is difficult.
What colors is that deck?
Green or black, green, blue. Like Grixis? No, not Grixis.
Is that Sultai?
Maybe? I have to go to EDA track every single time I ask this question. Three color. Green. What is it? Black, green, blue. Yeah, it is Sultai. You're right. Video. Masterful. Masterclass in naming. Really dirty fungus. Glarbundies. Glarbundies nuts. Yeah, then. I feel like the music stopped again. What is happening?
You know, Wizards of the Coast has gotten a hold of
Oh, he's back. I guess. Are you back?
Oh, yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
had been talking the whole time and no one said anything, and I was like, all right, I guess nobody wants to talk to me.
I put you on server mute because we could hear your conversation, and I didn't want you to dox yourself or anything like that. So I was trying to play it safe.
I got you. Yeah, my horrible racism.
I wasn't worried about that. I was worried that you might
stream.
accidentally leak names or something like that you don't want to be public.
I gotcha. I appreciate that. I didn't realize I was still. I had turned my thing off, so I guess it switched over to my camera.
Possible.
Mic. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, what does everyone want me to play? You want me to play Aslask again? I can pull out dragons. I can pull out
switch it up. Whatever
my
feeling.
slivers. Yeah, switch it up. All right, let's grab something different.
Let's
what?
not do tribal. Let's just not do tribal.
Oh, I like tribal. I don't really have
like
not tribal.
Okay, let's just not do slivers.
Okay, I'll grab the dragon deck then. I have Sliver Queen on the way.
Slivers and dragons. All of those are just terrible. There isn't like that's a tame option. Every single one of those, like, I feel like I'm gonna have to fight for my life.
The only safe dragons I know of is the Furcrag Cunning Instigator precon from Baldur's Gate.
Dragons all fly, and flying's hard to deal with consistently. That's my thoughts on flying. Around dragons.
That's a fair thought.
My weird thing is that like there's some dragon cards that don't have flying.
Yeah, I think like Thraxos, the butcher one, doesn't have
Yeah,
flying.
but like majority of the dragons still fly. I mean, like maybe 10% of them don't fly, but the ones that really matter all fly,
Mm-hmm.
right?
This
All
is
the
very
dragon,
true.
all the copper dragons and the whatever dragon, all of those fly. Old Gnaw, Bone, he flies.
Mm-hmm.
One of my buddies has a Elder Dragon tribal deck, so it's got all of the I'm blanking it. You roll a d20 and something happens.
Oh yeah, I've got all those in this one, except for the green one, because the green one's not as good as the other 4. The blue and the red are the best, but the
I need to build a new deck. I need some inspiration.
I have
Maybe I'll build that storm deck.
the storm from the secret layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one seems like a lot of fun.
Oh, my last again.
You can spin it one more time if you don't want to be last.
Why should leave me at last? Okay, I'm second to last. Okay.
RSPK and I switched, and you and Rugrat switched. I mean, second to last ain't last, Dojo.
It's not.
So my local pod, 3 straight weeks that we met up on Thursdays, we just roll dice to see who would go first at the beginning of the game. And no joke, my friend who goes by the username Raven Cultist won the die roll 12 times in a row, 12
That's
games in a
insane.
row, and then if we finally broke the streak.
That's an obscene number of times. So
That's a lot
Yeah.
of wins.
going first.
Was it d20 or 2d6?
We kept changing it every single time, so it'd be like 2d6 highest, 2d6 lowest, and if you tie, you're out. Stuff like that. Sometimes
You
we do
did
card.
everything in your power.
Yes. We did card game, which I've seen another channel do, where you take 4 cards, sleeve them, 3 of them are the same and 1 isn't, and you put them face down, shuffle them, hand them out, and then flip them. Whoever has the odd man out is the one that wins. Did that a few times. He still won those.
That's crazy. I'd quit. I'd give up right then and there. He's blessed by luck. Alright. And you're playing dragons. We're gonna be taught a lesson by Auntie.
No, she's on your side. She's telling me all the wrong things to do.
Sure.
My friend keeps telling me over and over again that they missed a big opportunity to make this partner and then make a little angel for the other shoulder as the other partner.
Yeah, like the angel does good stuff, the little demon does bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's such facts, actually.
Errata it.
Is there another angel like tiny like that though?
I can't think of one, and I'm no angel specialist, so.
No.
Can't keep a 1-lander.
Yeah, you
Much as
can.
I'd
It'll
like
give you a
to.
nice
handicap.
nice handicap.
If the one land had been a forest, I had a delighted halfling, I might have considered. But not with a mountain.
Are you telling me you're not playing fast red mana? Crazy. Are those light up
I
dice?
don't have any like dual lands in here or anything. I have like mana confluence for my Wooburg stuff, but that's like a $50 land, not a $350 land.
It's crazy. Like,
It's silly because it's like they're the best lands in the format, and like you just can't play them, and like you let everybody proxy them. That's fine. But if I don't have those proxies in my deck and someone else does, unless you have a conversation about that beforehand, like
bruiser. Oh shit. Where'd you get those dice from? The light up dice. Oh, you took your headset off. R.I.P.
yeah, we can live with that.
Where'd you get those
Cool,
light up
heavy
dice
buff.
from? Red Rat.
What's that?
Where'd you get those light up dice from?
Amazon. They were like $20. The case itself charges them,
Mm.
and then they just trigger on contact. I don't know. There is one brand that I really want to buy from. They're freaking expensive, so I gotta wait until tax season to buy them. It's like $300 and something for a
Oh my
full set,
gosh.
and they're programmable by Bluetooth with your phone. You can get light up or light bars and stuff from the same company, and they all connect into one app. And so, like, if you roll a d20, you get it like a confetti effect, and all of the lights flicker and light up. If you roll a natural one, everything turns red. Like,
That's super cool.
and they're programmable to what's it called, D&D Beyond, and so you're able to like actually see your rolls through the app if you're just using the app, or
That's nuts.
yeah.
Hmm.
Or if your
Mixing.
DM wants to be able to track initiative order, everybody can roll it, and then it'll pop up on the app and show who rolled what.
I'm like missing dice.
Fancy dice. Come a long way with our dice technology. You can track it via
It's
an app now.
it's insane. Like a D6 this big has enough technology in it to connect to a phone and be reprogrammed to what color of lights, like a full RGB range, rainbow
That's-
range of colors.
That is in fact crazy. You are right. We have the technology. Is what's going repeating in my head. All right, do we have keepable sevens everywhere?
Yep, I got a
Good.
7.
Good to go.
Cool. Let's kick it off.
Oh, I get to go first?
You are in fact first.
Dear God.
I will play.
The yellow sleeves look disgusting.
A secluded courtyard,
Screen.
choosing dragons, and I will pass the turn.
Good to see.
That shouldn't have taken so long to choose which land we were going to go with, but
Alright. This is RSPK again. I'm playing Auntie Blight, Bad Influence. She tells me to do bad things, and she also told me to make this deck, so we'll see how that goes for me. But untap, upkeep, draw. Play Swamp. We'll play a...
Swamp.
Sorry, it's not Swamp.
Cheat-
Mountain.
Cheating already.
I don't know why that I said Swamp. Mountain.
I was like, that's the reddest swamp, and then I like looked at the mana symbol, and I was like, that's not a swamp.
And I'm going to play a custom proxy Soul Ring to look old and stupid. Yeah, that's all I got. I pass.
I will draw. That's a cool card.
In my head, I was thinking Soul Ring, so for when I played the Swamp, so I
Mhm.
thought S and said Swamp because I'm
That's all right.
will
I just
play
thought
a
it was
Restless
funny. I
Reef
was like,
and pass. All you.
Alrighty.
playing
I'm playing
Guard,
the
by way.
Wise Mothman. He deals out radiation counters when he attacks and when he enters the battlefield, and builds up 1/1 counters. I am going to play an Exotic Orchard. And I'm going to tap that for a Tiny Bones joins up. And when it enters the battlefield, I'm going to pick all 3 of you. When it enters the battlefield, any number of target players each discard a card. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under my control, any number of target players each mill a card and lose 1 life.
Okay.
And I'll pass.
gross. So we all discard.
Correct.
Yep.
Gross.
I will discard a mountain.
I discarded Living Death.
I discarded a Gem Razor.
All for turn. I will play, I guess, an Exotic Orchard. And I will pass the turn. Thought I had a decent start, but now not so much.
Keeping it slow up in here. Keeping it chill.
Mountain. Tap 2 for a ruby medallion.
Okay.
I will pass turn after that.
Oh, leaving 2 red up. Okay. Okay. Punch the microphone. It's fine. I'll draw. That's also a cool card. I will play a Underground Stadium. I'll tap 2 for a Arcane Sequence. And what's the turn?
Ready. I will play a island, and I'll tap 2 for a Winding Constrictor.
I think I forgot to draw my first turn.
If one or more counters would be put on an artifact or a creature I control, that many plus 1 of each of those kinds of counters are put on that permanent instead. If you would get 1 or more counters, you get that many plus 1 of each of those kinds of counters instead.
Andy, if you've only played lands, you should have 7 minus 1 from the one you were forced to discard, so 6.
So I have 5.
Yeah, you missed your first draw.
Damn. Sucks to suck, I guess.
If you miss your triggers, you miss your triggers.
Do
You
you
can draw
miss
it
your
now.
trigger, or does draw count as you can't miss your draw trigger?
I'm pretty sure you can miss your draw.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you got penalized for that.
I think
Like,
you just
if
don't
I
get your
didn't-
draw, like in tournaments
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I believe so.
All right. Fair enough. All right, I will play a Mana Confluence for turn. I'll tap 3, losing 1 life. Play a Jade Orb of Dragonkind. And then I will pass my turn. Nobody can see that. Shiny cards are nice until you're trying to play with a camera on screen.
My mountain. Tap for 5 for a Throne of the Eldraine legendary artifact. I'm going to choose red as it comes in. And I can tap it for 4 red mana to cast monocolored spells and that are red. And then 3 and a tap to draw 2 cards. But I have to spend red. Not big drawbacks in this deck. Tap Throne of Eldraine for 4 red. Yep, 4.
Oh,
4
no.
red.
If you miss your draw, you're told to draw, and then you're given
a warning, right?
Failure.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah. So do I get my draw then?
I believe you have to.
Okay. And I get a warning, so don't do it again.
Yeah, you're in the stink box now.
Yeah.
Due to Ruby Medallion. Oh, sorry.
I didn't think you lost it. I didn't think there was a way to lose that one. You can miss your triggers, but you can't miss your draw.
Pay 3 because of Ruby Medallion for Defiler of Instinct. It's 4/4 with first strike, and as additional cost to cast a red permanent, I can pay 2 life to reduce its cost by 1 red. And whenever I cast red permanent, I can deal 1 damage to any target.
What is it? Defiler of what?
Instinct.
The thing on spell table that lets you click on people's cards and see what they are would be wonderful if it actually worked.
Yeah, be very nice.
Like, that's such a cool feature. But does it work 90% of the time? No, it does not.
All right, I'll spend my remaining floating red in combination with losing 2 life from Defiler of Instinct and Ruby Medallion, reducing by 1 colorless for a red spell. I will cast my commander, Auntie Blight, and so I will lose 2 life. And I will ping Rugrat for 1.
Alrighty.
That's all I got. I'll pass turn.
Hold on, tap and draw. I'm gonna tap 2 and play a Swift of Boots. Do I play Swift of Boots? Yeah, I'll play Swift of Boots and pass. Missing a land drop is great. We love it.
Alrighty. I'm gonna play an island for turn. And until it gets rid of, I'm gonna make you the target of the game, Andy. I'm gonna enchant you with Fraying Sanity. At the beginning of each end step, enchanted player mills X cards, where X is the number of cards put into their graveyard from anywhere this turn.
Gross.
Facts.
Do I have to mill any cards?
How many cards do you got in your graveyard?
I have 1 card in my graveyard.
So at your end step, you'll mill 1.
Oh,
Alright. Mill 1 or mill 2?
At your end step.
Oh, at my end.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry, double
okay.
checking real fast. So it's,
Oh, at the
Each-
beginning of each. Yeah.
I think it's only if during that turn cards were put into the graveyard that turn.
Yeah.
So
it
like,
should be.
if a card goes into your graveyard, you mill at the end of turn. But if no cards go into your graveyard that turn, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Of each
Okay.
turn. So
Each turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So somebody
Alright, is it
discards
my
10
turn?
cards.
All right.
Greg, Ray, did you pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was your turn.
All right. I will play a Haven of the Spirit Dragon. And then I will tap 5 to cast my commander. And because I used the Jade of the Dragon kind, Jade Order of the Dragon kind, it enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. And then that will be it for my turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Nope, that doesn't work. I'll pay 3 red to tap Throne of Eldraine to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Land for turn, Ancient Tomb.
Upbeat salsa playing right now.
I'm going to pay 2 life in order to cast a red spell.
Okay.
And I will cast Ancient Runes. I'll deal 1 damage to Dojo from Defiler of Instinct. I cast Ancient Runes. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, Ancient Runes deals damage to that player equal to the number of artifacts they control.
I like that.
All right, we'll go to combat. Look up board states very thoroughly this time. 4/5/5 Ur-Dragon
Ur-Dragon. Sign of Ur-Dragon.
and a Winding Constrictor. We'll pass for now.
Oh, my bad. Goodness. Okay.
Untap.
Now we're on turn 47.
Yep.
All right. You are going to take damage equal to the number of artifacts you control.
Ew. You shouldn't have played that freaking Swiftfoot boosts. I will play a underground or overgrown tomb, shock it in for 2. I will tap 3 for Glarb. I will tap 1 to equip Swiftfoot Boots to Glarb. I will exercise my right and look at the top card of my library. Contemplate. I'm going to tap Glarb and Surveil 2. I'll put him back like this and pass the turn.
Feed the
Oh,
tea.
you. Exactly. In the tea.
All right, this is where stuff starts to get fun. I'm gonna play Viridescent Bog. Tap 1 for 2, and that tapped 1 to pay into Viridescent Bog. I'm gonna bring out Mothman.
Or Mothy.
Everybody's gonna get a red counter.
What do rad counters do again? Remind us, for those who've forgotten. Obviously not me, but like everyone else, probably RSPK and Dojo don't know.
100% Andy, actually.
At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you mill 1 card. If it's a non-land card, you lose the red counter and you lose 1 life. If it's a land, you keep the red counter and it stays on your deck. I need to reload. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
I would have a chance to respond before that happens, correct?
Yeah, cast.
It is an ETB trigger for, I think, all of us to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
everybody gets one.
The trigger, yes, but like the rad counter, I can do stuff on my turn at instant speed before the rad counter goes off, correct?
I don't
It's
think that.
it's your up unless it's in between your upkeep and your draw step. No. If it's at instant speed, yes, but other
If
than
it's
that,
at
no.
instant speed, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Because it's not in my upkeep where I don't have a chance to respond to it. I go through upkeep, gain priority. That
It's at
trigger.
the beginning of your pre-combat main phase.
So like you would draw, then you go to main phase, and then it would trigger, and that's the first thing you do in your main phase, your first main phase, is
But
deal
I
with
can
that.
put something. I can put something on the stack beforehand. Yes.
It will automatically go on the stack, the rad counter, and then you can react to it to put something on top of that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of
Also,
what I figured.
with Tiny Bones joins up, I had a legendary creature enter. I'm gonna have everybody mill a card, including myself.
It makes me sad. I put that card there
When
on
you
purpose.
mill a land, does that make the rad counter go away or no?
No.
No.
Gross. That's only for the rad counters.
Yes.
For everybody that milled a non-land, let me know. When you mill that card, you lose 1 life as well.
I milled a land.
Milled the non-land.
I milled non-land.
All right. So put 2 and 2. I'll pass.
All right.
I think Andy would mill another because of the aura that's on you.
Gross. Gross. All right. So mill another.
No, that's at your end step.
At my
And it's
No, that's
at
each
the
end
beginning
step.
of each end
Oh.
step, unfortunately.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So with your mill trigger on the stack,
Also, the mill is the number of cards in your graveyard. So at your end step, it'll be
Wait.
X, which is the
at
so
each end step I mill cards, or at each end step I mill 1 card and then I mill more, or how's that work?
Okay, pause. At the
So-
beginning of each end step, enchanted player mills X cards, where X is the number of cards put into their their graveyard from anywhere this turn. So it's not equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. It's equal to the number of cards
It's equal
you
to the number
put
put
into.
in this
Oh,
turn.
okay.
So 1
Yeah,
additional
right.
card. Yeah.
Correct.
I keep misreading that. That's my bad.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll draw, and then with your mill counter on the stack, because I have to mill a card for the rad, I am gonna pay 1. to have Scion of the Ur-Dragon become a copy of a dragon in my deck.
Okay.
This
By
green.
dropping it into the graveyard, of course. Which is nice for me, because we love milling our...
My green card in the top is going to represent my rad counters.
Okay. Also, just a heads up, Andy, if it's going to be a dragon going into your graveyard, you will take 1 life.
Okay. It is.
Oh no. Oh, I'm glad you milled that card. No qualms about you losing that card.
Which card?
The one that's currently on top of your graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
So is your rad counter going to be that dragon, or are you triggering
I'm triggering before
Ur-Dragon first? Okay.
Ur-Dragon first, so I don't accidentally mill the dragon that I want. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get you now. So
Yeah.
when you put the dragon in there, you won't lose the 1 life, but you will lose the 1 life from the rad counter.
Yeah. So I do lose 1 life from putting it into the graveyard? Or no? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have him become a copy of Ancient Copper Dragon.
Cool. That's disgusting. There are so many more tasteful picks.
I thought about Old Gnawbones, but...
Andy, you didn't have any artifacts. Andy, you didn't have any.
1 artifact. So, oh, sorry. I missed your trigger. I have 47 triggers. All right,
Yeah.
and then I mill a card, and if it's a non-land, I lose 1 life. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you lose the rad counter, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
And I lose the rad counter.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we will then play a land. I will. I'll play a Horizon of Progress. And then we'll move to combat. Dojo, you don't have any flying blockers, so I'm going to swing a 6-5. Sorry, a 7-5, 6 at you.
Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good night.
Commander.
Speak to you in the Discord. Speaking of, we have a Discord, everybody. Good night, dude.
Then I get to roll a d20 and create that many treasures. I got a 7.
I'm being attacked.
You were the only one without flyers, sir. I'm sorry. Alright, so 7 treasures.
How much damage is it?
7.
It takes 7 damage?
Correct.
Yeah, because it's an ancient copper dragon that's a 6-5, but it's got a +1/+1 counter on it, making it a 7-6. Oh shoot, I'm gonna lose life due to artifacts, aren't I?
Well, you can either spend it now or or waste them
or,
at the beginning of your turn, so you're good.
Yeah, I'll spend some. How about that?
I prefer you to take the damage personally.
Yeah, that's the good idea. What does everybody have in their graveyards, by the way?
I have a land.
That's it? Dojo, you got
Gem
you got a
Razor
creature?
and a Sea Dasher Octopus.
What do those do?
Gem Razor. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment opponent controls. Sea Dasher Octopus. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Okay. And you, Rugrat, you don't have any creatures?
Nope, just a land.
Okay. Well,
I don't have any creatures.
now's the opportune time to do this. Dojo, have an exhume. You get to pick one of those creatures and put it onto the battlefield. I think
Sea Dasher.
I want Ancient Silver.
Oof.
And then I will tap 3. Actually, I'll Oh yeah. I'll spend 3 more treasures to play Shadow in the Warp, which reduces the first creature spell I cost 2 less, and whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, Shadow in the Warp deals 2 damage to that player.
All right, cool.
Why do you have these very annoying enchantments? Every single one of you.
And
I just think he likes ping damage.
I will spend my final 2 treasures. Someone has a red mana source. Yep. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, no, I only need the 2 treasures. Never mind, because I can cast this for its reduced cost. Nogi Draco Zealot. And with that, I will pass the turn.
All right. How many cards went into your graveyard this turn?
Probably a lot. 1, 2, 3, 3. So I mill 3.
Correct.
And do I lose life for off of those, Rugrat? Remind me. Okay. 1 Teamer Ascendancy, 2 Mountain, Xander's Lounge.
At your own step, I'm going to tap Ancient Tomb to deal 2 damage to myself. Auntie Blight goes up.
Oh, gross.
What?
That's not even fair.
Oh, what? One went in your graveyard.
No. I was saying the fact that you can tap Ancient Tomb, deal damage to yourself, and give Auntie counters.
Yeah, there's big scary dragons on the board. I need to pump her up.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
The dragon player doesn't have much room to talk here.
They're just little fellas.
There's nothing little about any dragon. Don't lie.
I mean, my Scion's only a 4/4. That's not that scary, and it costs all colors of mana.
Just wait, he's going to pull out a roaming throne, and then we're all screwed.
I have that in my dragon deck, but I don't have that in this Auntie Blight deck.
I do have a roaming throne, but I gotta draw into it, so.
All right, ancient.
I think
untap,
I've got
upkeep.
one anyway.
Ancient
if I don't,
runes
I'm really
triggers.
missing.
I'm going to take damage equal to the number of artifacts I control, which is 3. So I will take 3 damage.
Is it just artifacts?
Just artifacts.
Okay.
And then I will draw. Pre-combat main phase, I have a rad counter. So if I have any rad counters, mill that many cards. For each non-land card mill this way, I lose 1 life and a rad counter. So we're going to mill a land. So I keep the rad counter, but I don't take any damage. Or I don't lose any life. Perfect. We continue. Play a command beacon. Gonna cost me 4 potentially.
Right. Good. Good.
You're just like good.
What?
I didn't know what the comment was in response to. I thought I was doing something.
Oh no, I was looking something up in regards to myself. You're good. I can make this game
Uh,
go much faster if I hit one more land.
Tap Throne of Eldraine for 4 red. How big is your biggest dragon, Andy? I just want to make sure I get blight up to big enough so maybe I can block something if it comes my way.
8/8.
8/8,
Mhm.
5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. I'm okay. I'm okay. So
This
we
big.
will spend. Sorry, 3 of that. For a Heartless Hitsu Tsugu, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a 4/3 Ogre Shaman. I can tap it to deal damage to each player equal to half that player's life total rounded down.
Jesus goddamn Christ.
Never mind. What I'm going to do is not going to speed up the game as much as that just did. Okay.
You know, I haven't done anything yet, so I'm gonna hold back on the command beacon just in case I draw into something. Wait, is that? Maybe we hold on to that. Now let's do it now. Okay, so we will spend 1 red. It's discounted by 1, so we need to spend another red, and we'll do 1, 2. We'll just do 2. So we're going to Commune with Lava, and I believe that's my first non-creature spell, so I'm gonna get pinged by Shadow in the Warp. So I'm gonna take 2. Go down to 28. Exile top X cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play this card. So I'm gonna exile top 2. Which is gonna be an Arcane Signet and a land. So we will play that land, because I took back the command tower.
Oh, I thought you'd. Oh, never mind. I thought you played that last turn for some reason.
No, I played Ancient Tomb last turn.
Yeah, you did. I remember now. You good. You good.
I don't really want to immediately take 2 damage just in case, so we're going to just pay this with 2 red. So 2 red, I will cast the Arcane Signet.
Delightful.
Then we go to attacks.
I
Can't attack. We got a Force Strike 4/4. How big is Mothman at this point? Probably massive, right?
11/11.
Yep.
We're back. This back button on my mouse is detrimental.
We're just gonna keep our Defiler of Instinct back. I will pass turn to Dojo.
Cool. I'll untap. Draw a card. I'll look at the top card of my library as my right. I will play a land off the top of my library.
Oh, take damage equal to the amount of artifacts you have.
Yeah. Okay. I will continue to look at the top of my library as is my right. I cannot do that.
Your red counter.
Oh yeah. Rat Counter were triggered first. So I would have milled this Triome. So I don't think I can play it instant speed. Rat Counter satisfied.
Oh, you don't lose the rad counter if you mill a land.
Right. You're right. And now I look at this, which is that card, which I can't cast off the top of my library. If I had one more mana, this would be great. Does anybody want to let me draw a card by taking 2 damage? Well, actually, before I do that, let's tap Glarb. It's a real 2. We'll pitch both of those. Look at the top library again. Look at that. We're given.
You're
Nice.
getting
Rejuvenating
those
spin.
land drops, though, Joe.
I will now speed up the game dramatically. I'll tap 5, and I'm going to play a Yargle. Eater of all.
Sweet. Everything's an artifact. Oh no. Okay, so everything is an artifact. Well, all creatures are artifacts.
All creatures are now artifacts.
That's correct. Yeah.
And they're food. And then whenever a
I like
food
you.
is put into a graveyard, I get plus or 2+1/+1 counters.
Oh man. This is a fun board state. I like
It's
this.
great.
Mhm.
We're having so much fun right now. That's it. I'm gonna pass a turn and let my chaos reign supreme.
All right. Ancient ruins take a damage for each artifact you control, which I think is 1.
No, it's like 4 now.
Oh, he's got
Like-
2 creatures. 2
No,
creatures.
3
Does
creatures.
it include lands and enchantments, or is it
That
just creatures?
includes creatures only.
Just creatures?
Creatures
Okay,
and
so it's
regular
only 2.
artifacts. Oh, I thought
Okay.
I thought you had tiny bones.
Tiny bones.
Tiny
it's a-
bones
it's
isn't a creature; it's
enchantment.
the enchantment.
It's a different tiny bones. The tiny bone joins up.
Oh, it's not a creature. Oh, okay.
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Tiny Bones, Mr. Tiny Bones.
Nope.
And then my mill. Oh no. Okay. It's okay.
Oh, I know that card. That's a shame.
It's a great card.
I'll go take 1, and then I will tap. I will tap 2 for Talisman of Curiosity,
Okay. More
and
artifacts to
then
the fire.
Shadow in the Warp. Take
Warps
2.
again.
Your first non-creature spell.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
cast a turn. Shadow in the Warp deals 2.
Okay.
Board state is aggressive to ourselves.
Have you been doubling the counters on Mothman, Rugrat?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I'm reading Winding Constrictor.
Yeah.
Mothman can punch right now.
Mm-hmm. How big is Mothman?
13.
Gross.
Yep, that's Mothman right there.
And no, I can't do that yet. Okay, so I'll tap 1 and a green for rampant growth.
Sweet.
We're growing. I'm also going to look at the top card of my library in response.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
Oh. Then shuffle.
Played rampant growth, right?
Yeah.
I should be
Or
bait. basic. I wish rampant growth would hit a triumph. That'd be great.
Right? I
I
always
forgot
play
it has to say search your library for a
Prop
land.
Rod.
Not
That would be Farseek. Farseek allows you
yes.
to hit the triumphs. Farseek is a wonderful card.
It sure is.
Could also do the reliquary in Golgari reliquary. Tap it and you can search for a land or something like that. I have to remember. It's on my head. It's like right at the reliquary.
There's that, and here. You've got flying. You've got flying.
The correct answer here is dragons.
Yeah, I'll
Dragons right at the
swing
reliquary.
Mothman over at you, Andy.
Okay. I'll take 13. Right? 13?
Yeah,
Sheesh.
13 commander. And then we'll all get another red counter.
Red.
Yay!
We
And I'll
love red
pass.
counters.
All right.
Do I mill at the beginning? I always forget.
At the beginning of your main phase, but you do take artifact damage from my ancient runes.
Okay. Due to my
Now,
artifacts, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 now.
yeah, I guess you could sacrifice something because they're also food by paying 2. But
Oh, that's fun.
I'll take counters if you want to hand them out.
No, not really, Dojo.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm. But we are going to do something funny to Rugrat. All right,
Oh.
we'll draw.
I wish you luck, Rugvet. And in response, I'm going to top card my library because I forgot what it was. That's right.
I will play a land. I will count my lands, as is my right.
You're not allowed to count your lands, actually. That's not in the rule book.
rad counter time.
Oh, I do got a mill a card. Mill, if it's a non-land, I lose 1 life, so it's a land.
You keep the
I
rad and you
keep
don't
my
lose
rad
life.
counter. All right. 7. That's gonna cost 3. That gives me plenty. Rugrat, I've got a question for you.
What's up?
Your creature that doubles counters would also include any counters I put on you, correct?
What's
If you would get that many counters, you get that many +1 of
more
each of
times
those
than
kind.
on an artifact or creature you control that many counters?
I
I thought
don't
it
know.
doubled. Yeah,
I
think
don't know if it
you'll get
applies
+1.
to.
Yeah, I'll get an additional 1. Okay. Oh, perfect. All right, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, losing 2 life. To play a Rith Liberated Primeval.
Primeval.
Excuse me.
Primeval. Other dragons.
It's flying Ward 2. Other dragons I have get Ward 2. And at the beginning of my end step, if a creature or planeswalker an opponent controlled was dealt excess combat damage this turn, create a 4/4 dragon creature token with flying. I will move. Actually, I'm gonna take one of those back if that's okay, and I'm gonna tap my Jade, which gives it a +1/+1 and hexproof.
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 Ward
So
2
hex-
wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Ward 2 wasn't enough. It needs hexproof till my next turn.
Your
So that'll give
next
me 1
turn.
life back. Till my next turn.
Crazy.
So then I'm gonna move to combat. Rugrat, you don't have any flyers anymore, do you?
Nope.
Alright. I'm gonna swing Scion at you. Dojo, you do not have any flyers.
Nope.
Or any way to make flyers. No, I'm just kidding. You can't tell me that. So I'm gonna swing Scion at Rugrat, Ancient Silver at Dojo. Before damage, I'm going to tap 4 to put a double activation of Scion on the stack, which allows me to search for 2 dragons. It becomes a copy of one, and then it resolves into the other. Since I'm tired of milling a bunch of cards.
I know it's coming.
You do, Dojo.
I know it's coming.
I think it's funny because he's getting an extra thing for himself.
Is it over?
No.
I know it's coming.
Only Rugrat's dead.
Oh.
Alright, so it's going to resolve into Molten Steel Dragon. I'm going to pay 2 life 4 times, getting me to 9. So, plus the damage from my mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then Molten Steel will go away, and then it's going to resolve into Skithrix, which deals damage in infect counters. So you're going to get 10 infect counters, Rugrat.
Well, GG.
GG.
F's in the chat.
And then I get to roll a die for my Ancient Silver Dragon and draw that many cards. I have no maximum hand size the rest of the game.
How many?
It was a
how much
5.
Is that?
8. Okay, and that will be the end of my turn.
Alright, at your end step, I'll just tap Ancient Tomb to deal 2 more damage to myself.
And then you're gonna get a bunch of damage.
Yeah, he is. Hopefully I didn't kill myself in my beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Close.
Okay,
Also,
so
why am I rolling such low rolls on these die? A 7 and a 5 is not where you want to be with a d20.
alright. Ancient Runes trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. I will take 7 damage because of my own thing, and all my creatures are artifacts. So I go down to 19.
Yep. You're welcome.
No problem. Five gets a little bit bigger.
Yep.
Toxic AF. So I get 7. So this will go up to that and that. That makes her 6, 7. Yeah. 12, 13, 14, 15,
Oh,
16.
gross.
So she's a 16/16 flyer. I forgot to untap these guys. All right, draw a card.
feel like this is game.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever a player can. All right, and I still have rad counters, so we'll do those. So I'm going to mill 2.
Do you keep the rad counters even after he's dead?
Yes.
I guess they
Sure
go on
do.
the player. That's
Yeah, they're on the player.
Rugrat, you said the rad counters are multiple instances of 1, or do I do them all at the same time?
All at the same time.
Okay.
That's only if Mesmeric Orb is out.
All right, so we are going to mill Plaza of Heroes, which is a land, and disrupt Decorum, which is a sorcery. Goad all creatures you don't control.
Mm-hmm.
So I will lose 1 rad counter, and I will lose 1 life. All right, go to turn. Play a command beacon. Let's go ahead and activate Heartless Hitarusu, or however you pronounce that card.
Choose
This creature deals
carefully.
damage to each player equal to half that player's life total, rounded down.
Oh, I thought it was 1 player. Is everybody?
It's everybody, including me. So I'm going to go down to 9, because I'm
You
going to
said
take 9
rounded
damage.
down.
Yes, round down.
So
The
8.
damage is rounded down.
so you take 8 dojo.
I'm down to 8.
17. Half of that is 8.
8.5. Which would be rounded
Yeah,
down
but
to 8.
round down.
So yeah, you take 8 damage.
Yeah, you take 8 damage. You're at 9 dojo. Not that it probably matters, but
6.
Oh, I misread that. I thought it was cutting our life in half and
mhm.
rounding down, not dealing. Okay, never mind. We're
It
good.
is
Yep.
like, I feel like they changed the wording on it to be more clear on like modern cards, because like on this card it like normally you'd be correct. Okay. 1 red.
Excuse me.
1 red because of Ruby Medallion for a Kedris Emberclaw Familiar. It's a 1/1 elemental lizard. Whenever a commander you control deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent.
Oh,
Gross. I'll block for you, dojo.
he's not swinging at you.
Yeah.
He's going
I
to
will
swing
go
the
to
flyer at the person that doesn't have a flyer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Dojo, you got a thick aunt coming at you.
Thick aunt.
For
Whoa.
yeah, she Auntie Blight. 12, 18, 23, 24, 25. 25, 25 flying.
Jesus.
Yeah, it'd be great if I could untap all of my mana right now and play Aetherize, but I can't.
All right. If it hits, Kedris triggers, and 25 damage is going at Andy.
Gross.
I can't stop that. Andy get punched.
I can't do nothing.
Same. Good game. Good game.
Good
I
game.
couldn't really do anything
I did my
to
part.
RSPK because of his Auntie flyer. Like, I was gonna swing out at RSPK, but he kept this flyer open the whole time.
See if I had anything. No. Guess I could have drawn that. I would have milled those two. Hybridization. No. I didn't have anything for a minute. I need to rethink this deck, I think. It kind of works, it kind of doesn't. Glarb.
Auntie is pretty solid. That's a pretty solid deck right there.
Yeah, I luckily drew into the Ogre Shaman and Kedris, and I was just crossing my fingers there wasn't removal for either one of them.
I mean, Kedris was the game breaker one because you can't really kill us with half our life, but You could tap Auntie at any time to kill one of us, but if the other one
Mhm.
has an answer, like you could still lose. But Kedris is, or Kedis.
Oh, is it
Do we want to
Kenneth?
play one more, or do we want to be done?
I gotta go, but I think there
Yeah.
were some people either in the Discord or in chat who wanted to fill in. So you might have a fourth member,
I
but I
unfortunately
do
have
have
to
to
go as
go,
well.
unfortunately.
The host has to go. Sadly,
Okay.
the host is
Sad
tired.
days.
The host is sleepy.
You
And
don't
That's
have to go
understandable.
home, but you can't
But we
stay
can't
here.
stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
pretty
game, everyone.
much.
Good game.
GG's.
Just
It was a lot
I
of fun.
thought I thought your thing doubled all the counters, and I was like, I can just swing with my commander, and he'll double all the counters to to himself with the infest. I thought it'd be more funny than it is, but I had to dump a bunch of life into it, which didn't ultimately kill me because RSPK had it, but
Oh yeah, I knew
yeah,
RSPK had
because
it for a while, unless removal came out and I wasn't hitting any, so I just sped it up with the Arca. That was fun.
I hope I see Yidra again. Yidra looks like so much fun.
Yeah,
Is it is
I thought about building a deck around Yidra.
yeah, put Ydra with Karn,
That would be fun.
the Karn that doesn't let you do anything with artifacts.
yeah.
Lock him
It's
out.
like a cheaper Mycosynth labyrinth or whatever.
I guess. But it's very color locked. All right, I'm gonna end this up. I'm gonna mute for a
All
second.
right. Later, everyone.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. That is the end of the stream. If you guys are looking to play, hop into the Discord and sign up. There's a sign up sheet in there. Everyone is welcome to play. So yeah, hope to get you guys around, and I will catch y'all in the next one. See you later.